Right, I was about to push this off again. There might be a better time to record. There might be, maybe go for a nap first, maybe sleep first, maybe wait until I'm more well rested. But guess what? The best time to do anything, it's always going to be ASAP, and it's always going to be now. So just hit record and here I am. Guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast, fucking video series, the thing that will change your life. Call it what you want, but we are here to give you some value and hopefully inspire you to make a difference within your world. So we'll crack right into it. At the moment we are in Ibiza, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting because this time last year I was I'm in Ibiza for a business event, like a mastermind, like networking, all that great stuff. And I was in a similar one last year. It was in Marbella, and I'm now able to look back at last year and see the difference of what I've been able to do, and it's been just a big reminder of what I've been able to do too. So I've really took this as an opportunity to actually reflect and think, right, what have I done in the last year really, really right? What am I proud of? What am I so fucking happy about? And what am I excited for next year, for whenever I'm inevitably in another business event during the summer. Basically in the last year I've fucking absolutely changed my life. This time last year I was in my 9 to 5. I had to take the week off to go to the business event. I was part-time, so didn't really have much. Like, I had the business was growing, but it was not where it is now. I didn't have as many transformations. And even within myself, I wasn't as confident. I wasn't as courageous. And yeah, I'm really happy to be able to see what I've done. And I'm not just here to sit here and flex and say, oh, I'm doing all this now. Oh, I'm building this business now. Oh, I'm helping all these clients now. No, I want to give you value. And that's what this podcast is about. I want to give you all the habits, the rituals, the routines, everything that I've done that has actually allowed me to do this, so then I can actually help you out as a result. So that's basically what we're going to go into. So one of the things that I did that I feel has really, really helped me out, like helped me out fucking big time, is, I feel like I'm about to get human trafficked here. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to walk over here. There's like, I don't know, there's like a bunch of men, and I mean, like, they're sitting separately from each other. They're wearing sunglasses, them just lurking about. And one guy just did not break eye contact with me, like, at all, and he's still staring at me. Hopefully I survive. We'll get out of the vicinity, and yeah, fuck's sake. Guys, whoever's watching this video, I can't see behind me, but if he starts walking behind me, let me know. Fucking hell. Right, I think we're safe. But one of the things that I did was, first of all, allowing myself to be humbled. So allowing myself to take feedback and actually not just listening to the feedback, not just hearing the feedback, but actually actioning that feedback. So if someone tells me, Owen, your content is shit, your videos are shit, the way you speak is shit, whatever it is shit, the way you coach is shit, all the feedback I could get, I would always take it on board. And I'd always make sure that I didn't just take in the feedback and I didn't just listen to shit, because we all know there's information out there for days. ChatGPT is a thing. You can get information on literally anything. If you go online, people will give you information about whatever topic it is, if it's fucking travel, crypto, business, whatever it is in life. But most people, even despite having the information, they don't make a change. So with the information that you do get, if it's from online, if it's from a mentor, take it on the fucking chin and make sure to just be humble, because it's easy to be like, right, I've done this at this age, I've done this, I've done X, Y, Z. But if you want to get to the next level, you always have to be okay with listening to someone else. And the second you actually stop learning, or you say, right, I'm just going to do it this way and I'm never going to change, I'm never going to adapt, that's where you can easily get fucked, like very easily. Like, you can get success, but what's actually worse is getting that bit of success. But then after you get that bit of success, you lose it. That is like far worse than never being successful, and that is obviously in my opinion. So yeah, make sure fucking listen to people, take action off the back of it, and well, you're gonna grow from that. Listen to the right people too. Don't just fucking listen to. I'll give you a random example. My parents, if I listened to my parents, I would not be where I am today. My parents told me, well, they never told me not to start a business. Obviously, they just said, all right, I didn't even ask them for advice on starting a business, but they didn't say anything about the business. When I started uploading content, they're like, what are you doing here? Why are you being weird on social media? Why can't you just be normal? And then whenever I said about leaving the 9 to 5 to actually take the business full time, I was told, no, that's a very, very stupid decision. Why would you do that? You're getting paid a good salary. You've got the degree and all. Why the fuck would you do that? And that's something. See, if you listen to what your parents tell you, your parents love you, but unless your parents have what you want in the field that they're telling you about, don't listen to them. So if I want advice on how to be a good person, yes, I will listen to my mum about that, 100%, on how to be caring, how to be kind, yes. But if I want business advice, or if I want advice on training and coaching, I'm not going to my mum for that. Because she's not a coach, she's not a trainer. So yeah, don't listen to the wrong people. And I see it too many times. Even like, see, when I first signed up for a coach, obviously signing up for a coach changed my life because that's what I'm doing now. And from the discipline, from the habits, from the routines that I've had from signing up to a coach, like, it's allowed me to do what I've done. But if I said to my mum, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay some person randomly online to tell me what to do with training, she'd be like, why? Just go to the gym. So yeah, don't. The online guru right now, so it's weird because obviously, like, I can't really hop on my phone and just be like, oh yeah, don't listen to your parents, don't do this, don't do that. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt, because I don't have everything sorted out, and I will never have everything sorted out. But that's okay, because no one has it all sorted out. I'm just going to give the advice that I can give from what I've been able to do. Take it with a pinch of salt. Everyone's situation, everyone's experience is going to be completely different. Some things will work differently for some people, but that's where you need to actually also realize that it doesn't matter who you listen to, like, you still need to do shit yourself, you still need to pivot yourself. And that brings me to the next point. One thing that I think has really helped me in the last 9 months since I left the 9 to 5, the last year since I was last at this, was actually not being the same. Because being the same is probably the worst thing for anything, because you'll be replaceable. So if you just follow what other people do, if you just copy what other people do, if you just copy someone else, the way someone else has built their business, if you just copy the way someone else has gone to shape, is it going to work? Yes, because that path has been walked, so you know that path works. Correct. I'm going to use an analogy here though. That path, it has already been walked. So let's imagine your goal was to walk the path so you could eat a bunch of fruit, and there's a bunch of fruit trees on these paths. Well, that path's been walked, and the person that's walked that path before you is at your fruit. So you'll walk that path, you'll get some of the leftover fruit that are on the trees. But are you going to get the most fruit? Are you going to truly do it your own way? No. It's from going the path that has been unwalked. That is where all the new fruit is going to be. This is a very odd example, but that is how I think, at least for me, in the time period that I've had, what I've been able to do. Not that I'm some fucking hyper successful guru, but for what I've actually been able to do for my age, it's been from doing that. It's been from being completely different, because there's a lot of online coaches, there's a lot of people that do the same shit, there's a lot of people that have the same information, but what is different is the person and what the person actually does and how the person actually spreads that information. So I could come online and say, oh, you need to be more confident. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to get into shape. Or I could actually do it. So by actually doing it, me actually like doing shit that's uncomfortable, me doing public speaking, me doing presentations, me doing the rejection stuff and showcasing myself, going for opportunities where I actually do get rejected. It's obviously, it's building me, yes. It's so great for my own development, because if you want anything in life, you're going to have to get rejected. So it's like forcing that rejection upon you early and getting yourself desensitized to that feeling of rejection. But at the same time, and the reason you're listening to this podcast, I hope that's one of the things that has helped you or made you listen to this, is that I believe it also does help other people, because they see, right, me doing this, me pushing myself, and it allows other people to be like, fuck, I can do this. Fuck, I can put myself out there. I can get out of my comfort zone, and I can fail, but I can feel forward, and I can still end up successful in the end, despite every failure. And even after you get success, it's going to be followed by failures, and those failures are going to be followed by other successes. So there's always going to be fucking ups, there's always going to be downs. But the best thing about everything is that every failure, every success, it will all build the next version of you, the person that you want to build. And this was one of the realizations I had, and it was like really fucking impactful just thinking about it this way. But you all see, I say, oh, I've coached over 100 people. But the truth is, the 100 people have actually coached me and allowed me to become a better person, because with every client I've learned, with every success story, with every person that didn't do what we planned out, I've learned about humans, I've learned about psychology, I've learned about fucking just so much, and that's coached me in a way where, like, people say, oh, Owen, how do you do these speeches? How do you do the inspirational stuff? How do you record? How do you do the rejection therapy? It's the reps. Every single thing I did has coached me to do this, and I've still got so many more reps to do in different fields to actually get even better. So, you know it, do the fucking reps. Do the reps and face the failure, feel fucking forward, and success will come. And find that path that has been unwalked and eat the fruit. And that's one of the things that I regularly ponder on. The fact that it's very, very easy for me to copy another influencer. It would be very, very easy for me to see someone else that's being successful and me to just want to build my business, build the content, do my content, the exact same as them. But I've made a decision that I'm going to go my own path. And people might say, don't do it that way. But that's because that's because they want you to do it their way. And there's an incentive behind everything. And that doesn't mean that, obviously my first point was listen to other people. That doesn't mean that that other point is deemed irrelevant. What that means is, yes, listen to other people, but realize those people are going to have incentives about what they say. They're never always going to be right, but you still can get so much value, so much knowledge to actually implement from them. But take what each person says and build yourself from that. Don't just fucking copy someone else from that. A lot of the times I do these lives, this is like, I like to see it as me kind of like coaching you, I hope, and like trying to give you like fucking wee tidbits of knowledge that you could just implement straight away. But at the same time, I learn a lot from just like talking to the camera about shit that's going on. It's actually very helpful. So yeah, that's my plan going forward. Just doing everything my way, taking everyone's knowledge in, but doing it my own way, and building shit and changing the world from that. So I look back at last year, the changes that has been made. I'm so excited to look back in a year's time and see the changes that have been made. And the same goes for you. I want you to regularly reflect on what's happening. Like, you can do anything if you just track your way to it. What you measure, you can manage. So if you want to build your body, if you want to get bigger in the gym, it's just track each workout, you know what I mean? If you find a way to actually get small successes rather than just being like, right, I want to build a bunch of muscle, I'm not going to be happy until my biceps are fucking 30 inches. Well, guess what? You're never going to be happy. You're probably going to get demotivated. But if you say, right, I want to build a bunch of muscle, but the way I can actually win is by today, if I eat my food, today, if I hit the gym really, really hard, today, if I get great sleep, that's going to be a success. And then instead of you having pushed the success back and being very, very demotivated, you instead push the success forward. So if you can find a way to actually win the day rather than having to win the year, you will win the year by going for winning the day, if that makes sense. So you aim to win the day, the reps build, everything builds, and then down the line, that's where you look back in a year time and there's a massive change. Like, I'll use myself for an example. See, last year, whenever I was in Marbella at the other business event, if I said, okay, in a year's time, I want to be doing this, I want to have X amount of clients, I want to be impacting this many people, I want to have this amount of results in a year's time and this amount of following in a year's time, I would have set that goal, but I would have never actually did the right shit to get that goal, because I would be thinking actually way too far ahead. It's good to think far ahead, but don't dwell on that too much. Always just think about the day. So instead of me saying, right, I'm gonna do this all in a year, I just thought, right, what can I do today? And I still remember what I decided to do was I decided to just really go all in the content, go in the rejection stuff because it was different. And another thing was like just upping the output, so upping everything that I was doing, just working a lot more. I was uploading 3 times a day at certain points. Most of the year I uploaded twice a day, but I've never missed one post. I've always uploaded at least once a day, and I still hold that to this day. So yeah, fucking what can you do that's going to be a success right now, today? How can you shrink the time from now to when you can get your first win? Because if you can get quick wins, then as a result, you're going to get fucking far bigger wins long term. But don't just think long term, think short term. Or at least that's what worked for me. I'm just the fucking guru trying to tell you what to do. So yeah, that was a massive thing, guys. I think we got 3 big points there. I'm telling you, like, these podcasts are just so off the cuff. Like, there's no fucking script or anything. But what we've got there is, number 1, humble yourself and learn from other people. Number 2, at the same time, don't be the same. Be brave, be okay with being different. And number 3, shrink the amount of time that it takes from you to go from, right, I'm kind of sitting about, I've got a goal, to actually like getting quick wins. So how can you get quick wins today rather than how can you plan, say you want this empire in a year's time, how can you get the quick wins today? If you want to change, it is today that you make that choice. So is it fucking signing up for a coach if you want to get bigger? Is it fucking joining a fucking business mentorship if you want to build your business? Is it if you want to fucking go back to uni and study something? Is it reaching out right now to that university page and fucking signing up? You can do that right now today, and you can start, if it's a new job, you can start applying right now. After you listen to this, you can start applying. You start applying, guess what? You start getting quick wins. You're doing the work, and yeah, in a few months' time, you'll see the changes. So, guys, I'm actually really happy with that. Just 3 points. I didn't even think of those 3 points before. I was just like, right, talk, and then this came out. So, you know what? I'm really happy with that. I'm not going to give you too much else, because if I give too much else, then it can get very, very actually hard to implement. And this podcast isn't just about me fucking spitting fire like I am right now. It's about me spitting enough fire for you to implement, but not giving you too much, because if I give you too much, you're going to get overwhelmed. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I just want you to win. So fucking, after this podcast, start getting those quick wins. Humble yourself. Listen to the right people. Don't listen to the wrong people. Don't be asking, don't be taking business advice from your parents unless your parents have a great business. I sound very fucking angry at that one, but it's true. It's just I see it too many times because especially with people my age, they'll still listen to a lot of what their parents say because that's comfortable, that's normal. Your parents want what is best for you, but they do not know what is actually best for you. So they're just going to tell you to take the safe path because that's what they're naturally prone to do. A bit of risk helps. Not a bunch of risk, but a bit of risk does help. And I definitely found that out when I left my 9 to 5, because when I fucking left my 9 to 5, it was against my parents, it was risky, but it lit a fucking fire under my arse to make shit work and to make shit happen. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it there. Enough McGinn waffling for now. We are going to shoot. Hopefully the human traffickers do not find me, and hopefully I'm safe enough. So folks, take action off the back of this. Keep dialed in. And remember, see if something is uncomfortable, see if something is scary, see if something is different, you should do it, because it is going to build you up and it will move you forward to the next level. You don't get to the next level without doing new shit. And when you do new shit, you're going to be uncomfortable. That is part of it. So don't sit in that comfort zone. Win today. And remember, when they ask why you're doing what you're doing, why are you dieting? Why are you getting into incredible shape? Why are you fucking working on yourself, becoming the best version of you? You know what you tell them? You tell them, it is the year of the dialed in. And I'm listening to Owen McGinn, the online guru. So yeah, all right guys, see you later. Goodbye, boom. Fucking Ibiza, looking sick, bro.